Hey, good afternoon. It's Chris Robinson, Robin's Ag Marketing. Today's post-close comments for corn, wheat, soybeans, and the protein complex. I'm just going to do quick weekly changes, quick daily and weekly. Um, Actually, a pretty good Friday settlement. July beans finished up 3 3/4 after whipsawing repeatedly through an 8 cent range. New crop beans finished the day up 3/4 of a cent, also in a 6 cent range. July wheat down 3.5 cents on the day. KC July wheat down 9.5 cents on the day, but still coming off a tremendous week. Um, the weekly changes: July beans down 4.5 cents. July corn up 7 cents. Uh, in Chicago wheat, right, up 17.5 cents on the week. Kansas City up 19 3/4 on the week. Cattle, we had down 225 in the fat cattle, and feeders down 437 for the week. So those are the weeklies, real quick. Again, the dailies: July beans up 3 3/4 cent. July wheat down 3.5 cents. KC July wheat down 9.5 cents after making multi-month highs, a tremendous rally. In the protein complex, June fat cattle for the day finished up 1.725 at 245.22. May feeders finished the day at 360.9, almost 361. 362 has been a fighting level. It's this 38% retracement of that last downdraft. But the big support and probably the most stressful trade area was the 357 halfway back level. So we didn't go down there today. We did trade down to 359.22. We finished the day at 360.9 in May feeders. A little bit of weakness, I guess. If they were buying the cattle, they were selling the hogs. June hogs down a buck 55 today. August hogs down a buck 30. If you're a producer and if you've got a long-term horizon, that those deferred months, especially like August, it's been trending lower here really since we made our contract highs in March. So trending lower there, something to take a look at. You want to be in a situation when you get run over there. So there may be something out there worth hedging. So this is Chris Robinson, Robinson Like Marketing, with today's post-close comments. I will do my Friday letter. That'll go out later. I will do the weekly wrap tomorrow, as well as the weekly podcast where I'll dig into some of these key levels. Interesting day in the crude oil. We did not settle above 100 bucks. We traded as high as 97.85, settled at 94.40. So another kick in the can there, as well as we wait and see what happens with the ceasefire. And that's going to continue to be the story. It's what's going on with crude oil. How is it affecting not only the commodity markets, but the outside markets? The stock market finished the day down to only 100 points, finished at 49,392. June S&Ps finished the day up 51 cents, 71.94. Did get a 7,200 print. So if you had war in the East as bullish for the S&P, I think you're probably the only person out there. Back on at the end of March, when we had fallen down to sub 6,400, it looked like we were really going to roll over there. That end of March trade was very, very hard. Caught a lot of people getting short the stock market and also looking for continued push lower in the cattle market. To have the stock market turn around like that, I think that was pretty amazing, to tell you the truth. No two ways about it, because you would have thought that what was going on in that part of the world would have been very, very negative. So, on that note, there's a lot of marketing ahead of us for the year. If you're looking for specific levels, give me a call. Take a look at my letter, robinsagmarketing.com. I work with farmers and producers. I try to help you make better cash sales and also defend yourself um, as you head into these USDA reports. We head into the real meat of the year. Are we going to have a weather market? I don't know. I hope we do, because farmers and producers need higher prices. To see D's corn at 484, that is a victory. To see November beans at 1155, that's a victory. We did stutter stop this week at 1174. Boy, if anybody can tell me for sure whether or not we can get through 75 and then blast up towards $12, all that with the fact that our soybeans are still 75 cents more expensive than South America's. If you had penciled that in early this year, you're a better person than I am. So the way I look at it, it's an opportunity. Hopefully, the opportunity continues. And all right, guys, you have a good rest of the weekend. We'll be back at it Sunday night. Again, if you're not getting my letter, robinsonagmarketing.com. Look for my Friday letter. Look for my weekly wrap, and then also look for the 15-minute seminar. I'll be posting that probably tomorrow afternoon. Take care.